sacred worlds of
Yes, the sacred worlds of the eternal who?
sun.
Yeah, over to you,
It's
Alison.
my reading, this one.
Yeah.
You are already in now. So we are in the Urantia book today, and we are at in a paper 13 at 3.1, and we're doing this. When we read, we really go nice and slow and allowing all the words to touch our hearts and touch our wills and touch our bodies so we can really truly experience it rather than mentalize it. And
So, section 3,
section 3.
the sacred worlds of the eternal sun. Hey, the 7 luminous spheres
Yeah.
of the eternal sun.
Beautiful. Excellent.
The 7 luminous spheres of the eternal sun.
I never feel like you have to go on, like
Oh,
when it touches your heart, when it touches you, when your body begins to vibrate, don't think we need more information. We have an information overload, but we have a deficiency in expressing this beautiful love. So stay, never a rush. Beautiful.
I'm so stoned.
You're using my expression, Alison, now.
Oh,
Yes. Mm,
mm.
wow.
The 7 luminous spheres of the eternal sun are the worlds of the 7 phases of pure spirit existence.
Oh my God, feel that one. What feeling comes up when you say pure spirit existence? Pure, pure spirit existence.
I couldn't tell you, Cole.
Oh, yeah.
These shining orbs. Hey, these shining orbs are the source of the threefold light of paradise and Havona.
Mm.
Their influence being largely, but not wholly, confined to the central universe.
Oh,
Hey,
mm.
personality.
Uh-huh.
Personality is not present on these paradise satellites. Is there little concerning these pure spirit abodes, which can be presented to the mortal and material personality? We are taught that these worlds teem with the otherwise than personal life of the beings of the eternal Son. We infer that these entities are being assembled for ministry in the projected new universes of outer space. The Paradise philosophers maintain that each paradise cycle, about 2 billion years of Urantia time, oh my God.
Is that all?
Mm?
Is that all? 2 billion?
Is that all?
Yeah.
2 billion years of Urantia time witnesses the creation of additional reserves of these orders on the secret worlds of the eternal Son. As far as I am informed, no personality has ever been on any one of these spheres of the eternal Son. No personality. I have never been assigned to visit one of these worlds in all my long experience in and out of paradise. Even the personalities co-created by the eternal Son do not go to these worlds.
Wow.
We infer that all types of impersonal spirits, regardless of parentage, are admitted to these spirit homes. It's such a weird concept as an impersonal spirit.
Mm.
As I am a person and have a spirit form, no doubt such a world would seem empty and deserted even if I were permitted to pay it a visit. High spirit personalities are not given to the gratification of purposeless curiosity, purely useless adventure. There is at all times altogether too much intriguing and purposeful adventure to permit the development of any great interest in those projects which are either futile or unreal. Hmm. Oh.
Mm. Beautiful.
I can carry on or someone else can read, or we can just stop.
I'm happy to stop
Up
for a
and
minute.
bathing
Mm?
God's loving light.
Mm.
Mm. Beautiful. I read on, eh? 4. The worlds of the infinite spirit. Between the inner circuit of Havana and the shining spheres of the eternal sun, the circle, the 7 orbs of the infinite spirit, worlds inhabited by the offspring of the infinite spirit, by the trinitized sons of glorified, created personalities, and by other types of the unrevealed beings concerned with the effective administration of the many enterprises of the various realms of universe activities. The 7 master spirits are the supreme and ultimate representatives of the infinite spirit. They maintain their personal stations, their power focuses, and they're
On.
On.
on the
They're on it.
yeah, we don't miss a beat, huh? On the periphery of paradise, by all operations concerned with the management and direction of the grand universe are conducted on and from the 7 special executive spheres of the infinite spirit. The 7 master spirits are, in reality, the mind-spirit balance. The mind-spirit balance wheel of the universe of universes, and all-embracing, all-encompassing, and all-coordinating power of central location.
Mm.
Mind, spirit, balance wheel. Wow.
The what?
Mind, spirit, balance wheel. That,
From these 7 spheres, the master spirits operate to equalize and stabilize the cosmic mind circuit of the grand universe. They also have to do with a different spiritual attitude,
Differential.
differential attitude, differential spiritual attitude and presence of the deities throughout the grand universe. Physical reactions are uniform, unvarying, and always instantaneous and automatic. But experiential spiritual presence, wow, that's amazing.
mm.
spiritual presence is in accordance with the underlying conditions or states of spiritual receptivity inherent in the individual minds of the realm.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Yes, I love that word receptivity. Receptivity.
Mm.
It's like an eye open that can read what the physical eyes cannot see. Physical authority, presence, and function are unvarying in the universes, small or
In
great,
all the universes.
in all the universes, small or great. The different factor of spiritual presence or reaction is the fluctuating differential in its recognition and reception by will creatures, whereas the
Mm.
spiritual presence of absolute and existential deity is in no manner whatever influenced by attitudes of loyalty or disloyalty on the part of created being. At the same time, it is true that the functioning presence of sub-absolute and experiential deity is definitely and directly influenced by decisions,
The
choices.
decisions.
Huh?
By the decisions.
What did I say?
Decisions.
By the decisions, choices, and will attitudes of such finite creatures beings, by the loyalty and devotion of the individual being, planet, system, constellation, or universe. But this spiritual presence of divinity is not whimsical or arbitrary. Its experiential variance is inherent in the free will endowment of personal creatures. This is cool. The determiner of the differential of spiritual presence exists in your own hearts and minds and consists of the manner
In the manner.
in the manner of your own choosing, in the decisions of your mind, and in the determination of your own wills. Hello. Ta-da.
They're trying to say we're responsible.
Basically, this be the example lives to us,
Yeah.
Whatever they do, they're just suggesting, hey, whenever you choose, you can also be, you know, um, like just like we said just a minute ago, like, can you allow yourself to just love whatever is in front of you,
Mm.
or just even love for sake of loving, or feel the love? And when you just put that out, it begins to happen to you. You could be focusing on a world situation, or you could be focusing on how much love do you ooze. Because when you focus on a world situation, is your heart really beaming? Like you virtually have to leave the heart, take yourself into the mind, and then ramble in your mind, establishing what you think the world's happening on some kind of message that someone sent you through YouTube or something. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
We're actually not watching what's really happening. We're watching what someone thinks is happening. But instead, we could just sit here and go into our own hearts. Kim is like so focused.
Well, I'm just thinking about this love thing, and I mean, we've got what we feel that we think is love, and it's probably the best we can do. But I don't know, I suspect that the higher levels of love are even beyond feeling, and the whole sense thing is beyond it.
But your will can reveal to you love, because in your will is the will of God. Your will
Mm,
and will God's will is they the same. We just so pushed away this will within ourselves. We just don't know what it is, but it's all in you now. It's not like one day you will get this.
mm,
But if you use it correctly, even in a most primitive way, like can you allow yourself to feel love? Say yes.
yes.
Yeah. And notice what happens in you. As soon as you say yes, something begins to, you will yourself to love.
Mm.
But you're using what's already in you.
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't feel like a feeling. I think it's something else.
Mm.
I suspect. I mean, I don't know. Just from my experience, it's like when I was talking about loving those animals and like loving my grandkids and my kids and blah blah blah. It's different. It's something different.
It
Um,
is.
yeah,
And it will be forever brand new. So it can't
yeah.
be, when you define love, you are just a prisoner of a definition again.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it is. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, you can't really pin it down to anything.
yeah.
Yeah. So it sort of seems like nothing, but it isn't. I don't know. It's
But it is true, in some way, it is true because it's more than a feeling. That's definitely true. But to have an experience, like, how I talk about the receptive centers, or receptivity, the way I understand it is that when you have alignment of your mind through your heart to your will,
mm,
you become wholesome being, and in that wholesomeness, you have a greater capacity to create or be shown what love truly is.
mm, yes,
But if the feeling part of you is cut off, I
yeah,
don't know if you would sustain it for very long.
yeah. The pathway's blocked off, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's a way through, but it's not what it is in itself, sort
Yeah.
of thing, or something.
Well, like, Course of Miracles says that, I feel the love of God within me now. It doesn't say I think the love of God within me now.
Mm,
So I like, basically they're talking to us now, huh? The determiner of the differential of spiritual presence exists in your own heart and mind, and consists of the manner of your own choosing in the decisions of your mind. You decide to love, yeah, in a determination of your own wills.
but when it talks about wills in this book, is it the same way? It might be different to the right use of will or how we're looking at will, or is it looking at it in a standard way?
I reckon that word is vastly misunderstood, but mostly it is the gift of God within you.
Mm,
It's the inheritance. Yeah. This differential is inherent in a free will reactions of intelligent personal beings whom the Universal Father has ordained shall exercise his liberty of choosing.
Oh,
Mm.
which implies that some people don't have that liberty
Yeah.
of choosing. Maybe they're not intelligent enough. I don't know. It says intelligent personal beings.
I know. But the real intelligence is when you came to a place where you begin to evolve your emotional intelligence.
Mm.
Which is an amazing eye opener.
Mm.
Is that where we are? And the deities
Yes.
Yeah.
are ever true to the what's ebb or ebb?
Ebb is like um the tide
Oh,
ebbs and so it comes and goes.
yes, to the ebb and flow of their spirit in meeting and satisfying the conditions and demands of this differential of creature choice, now bestowing more of their presence in response to a sincere desire, huh?
Mm.
It's a sincere desire to love will create that manifested. And it doesn't rely on anyone else. You're the one. Um, and demands of this differential of creature choice, now bestowing more of their presence in response to a sincere desire for the same, and again withdrawing themselves from the scene of their creatures
As
as their creatures decide adversely in the exercise of their divinely bestowed freedom of choice. And
Mm.
thus does the spirit of divinity become humbly obedient to the choosing of the creatures of the realm.
Mm.
so
Ask and you shall receive.
yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Mm.
It's in that thing like, God, show me how it truly is, the prayer.
Mm.
When you ask, you receive immediately. But if your receptive centers or your emotional intelligence is not evolved, you actually don't notice that it actually already happened in you.
You probably wouldn't even ask.
Yeah, so people keep asking and actually don't check in what they've received immediately, because God only gives and it doesn't delay. Ask and you shall receive doesn't mean, you get it one day.
I mean, I get that we already have it. It's not really conscious in us.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, okay. But it might not always happen straight away.
I think
I
it
mean,
does.
it must come straight away, but we might not recognize it straight away.
Yes, it's not recognized, but it's definitely, but it's so subtle sometimes at first that you can miss it for being too much in your head.
Mm.
It's like if I say, how do you want to be loved by God? You specifically, how you want it to be experienced. As soon as I think of it, it begins to happen in me. It's just like, oh, I want it to be visceral. I want to feel God in my bone marrow. I want to feel God in every part of me. Just really, I want to feel the love of God, or love in everywhere. It's like you said today, Kim, like I just want to love everything that's in front of me. That's so beautiful. See, that's that postulate. You decide, you make a choice, and then you see it, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I don't have to be concerned with what's off to the side or behind or over there. It's really just what's right in front of my face,
Bingo.
because that's what I'm looking at. You
Yeah.
know? Something to do with what I see in front of me. I mean, I know it's not the ultimate
Mhm.
reality, but it's the best I could do, you know,
Yes.
from where I'm at. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I guess it's almost like, it's like a focus, being able to put your attention on it, on something, your full attention,
Mhm.
which doesn't happen very often because the mind is racing off all over the place. Yeah.
The executive abodes of the seven master spirits are in reality are in reality the paradise headquarters of the seven super universes and their correlated segments in outer space.
I
Each,
really like outer space phrase. Outer space. I don't know, it reminds me of when I was a kid for some reason watching those, Lost in Space and all those
Mhm.
movies, those silly movie, TV shows. Which, yeah,
each master spirit presides over one super universe, and each of these seven worlds is exclusively assigned to one of the master spirits. Wow, that's so amazing, huh? Each master spirit presides over one super universe.
mm,
My God, huh?
we might be able to do that in a few billion years.
What an exquisite embrace. Can you feel that? Can you imagine we are embraced by this master spirit
Mm.
as a whole super universe, not just our universe, but the super universe. And each of these seven worlds is exclusively assigned to one of the master spirits. Can you imagine the vastness of that? It just blows my mind. There is literally no phase of the sub-paradise administration of the seven super universes which is not provided for on these executive worlds. They are not so exclusive as the spheres of the Father or those of the Son. And though residential status is limited to native beings and those who work thereon, the seven administrative planets are only open, always
Always.
open, always, they are always open to all beings who decide to visit them and who can command the necessary means of transit.
Mhm. Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
I fully desire to visit them. Hello. God, I desire wholeheartedly in this very moment to visit them. Even so, it appears to be as impossible prayer. But I don't really give a shit.
You might blow up, Cole. You might internally combust.
Combusting right now because you ask and you shall receive, and next minute you have like an orgasm in your knee.
Mm.
To me, these executive worlds are the most interesting and intriguing spots outside of paradise. In no other place in the wide universe can one observe such varied activities involving so many different orders of living beings, having to do with operations on so many diverse levels, occupations at once material, intellectual, and spiritual.
Mm.
When I'm accorded a period of release from assignment, if I chance to be on paradise or in Havana, I usually proceed to one of these busy worlds of seven master spirits that do inspire my mind with such spectacles of enterprise, devotion, loyalty, wisdom, and effectiveness.
Woohoo!
I know, it's wild, isn't it? Nowhere
Mm.
else can I observe such an amazing interassociation of personality performance on
Says,
all performances on all seven levels of universe reality. And I am always stimulated. I'm always stimulated, so there's no big difference. I'm always stimulated by the activities of those who well know how to do their work and who so thoroughly enjoy doing it.
yes.
And who
So
told us
good.
this? We were told by a perfecter of wisdom, commissioned thus to function by the ancients of days on Uversa. How's that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yep.
Mm.
And that's the end of paper 13.
Oh my God, unbelievable. We're already going on a paper 14, only like 6 months later.
We just have to worry about what's in front of us.
Yeah.
Love what is. Love with all your might and strength and heart and will and help, God's help, and help of all these celestial personalities that surround us so closely. I mean, if you knew who is sitting right next to you right now, yeah? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Kevin, who is sitting next to you?
Well, depends on which part you want to look at, the mighty companions or Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
It says God.
the Holy Spirit is in you, it is not beside you. Spirit of wholeness, the one that at once you. Alison loves that word. Whoa, that was nice. And that was love incarnate.
Oh dear, I'm so crude. I'm
No, you're
sorry.
beautiful, darling. I had once a woman say, Carl, I hate you. I hate you so much. And I was like, I don't think I've ever felt so loved by a person. It was so beautiful. So, you know,
Hey.
we just don't see
Oh,
it correctly here.
oh yeah, there's something I wanted to read. Oh, I'll just grab it.
Mm, I'm interested.
Oh, yeah. That was beautiful.
Mm,
And then we go into the central and divine universe.
Yeah.
I like this chapter because it's going to talk about these sensations, this kind of the ability to be receptive to all these different spheres of the whole cosmos.
Mm,
They say without these sensations, you're unable to see what's really in front of you,
mm,
only project your present state of limitation and crucify your brother with whatever you think he is, especially
mm.
especially if he's triggering you.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry
You
about
know, I wrote down this quote someone said. They said, I recently read of a study done measuring frequency. The hypothesis was that those expressing loving emotions would measure highest. Turns out those emoting authentically did. Yeah, thought that was good. Interesting.
those emoting authentically what do?
that.
That they measured the highest frequency as opposed
Right.
to loving emotions.
Could you
So
please?
basically being congruent where
Being
you're actually
authentic.
where you're actually at. Yeah.
Yeah, like being authentic with your emotions is a
Yeah.
higher frequency than a loving emotion.
Right.
In other words, yeah, it could be like what you just said. I hate you cold, but it's authentic. So therefore it was a higher frequency than saying I love you cold when it's probably bullshit.
Exactly. I mean, how many
Yeah.
people they love you and you like go like, yeah, I don't feel.
What?
Yeah, it turns me right off. It's really bizarre.
I know I have it
You know?
sometimes too. It's like, oh gosh,
I,
you know,
yeah.
because love
And
is that's that emotional love. That's just like
yeah,
an attachment sort of strategies. But
yeah. And there's like this expectation that you should say it back, but I can't do it.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not going to do it unless I actually, do feel it genuinely.
Well, Righteous someone puts it really, really well because he says the love has to have the like giver and a receiver. If it's just
Yeah.
a giver, then it's incomplete. Somewhere something is in resistance.
So nothing's happened. Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah. They've said the words, but it's sort of like meaningless or something. Yeah.
Yeah. What blew me away when maybe the 9 years ago when I opened up the Curse of Love and had this real shift was that this love was like right there. It was unlike anything I ever dreamed of. But one thing, I didn't have to do anything with it. That was the best part. It was giving
Yeah.
of itself. I was just sitting there going like, wow, I don't have to love anything. This love does it for me in a way.
Mm.
Like it was just oozing itself.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
like it's sort of just already there anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
wherever you walk into, you bring that love with you. Like God goes with me wherever I go. Is that experience that it just oozes. And those with the receptive centers to this frequency, very bad word, like unnameable entity, better say. Yeah. will experience it and receive it and reciprocate it immediately.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Because
instant.
when they feel it, they immediately ooze it back. So it becomes one thing. There's no two there. There is no I and there is no you. So there's not I love you. There is only love.
There's no time and space. Yeah.
No time and space. There is, yes. And you don't even say anything because you know it. And it's like, I mean, for me, it's always the smiling thing. Um, yeah.
But if you don't feel that way and you're scowling, that's equally valid, if
Yeah.
that's how you actually feel. No.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, that's how I feel,
I don't know.
huh? Beautiful. Maybe we start this next time, huh? I've got to go today, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
can continue if you like.
No, I'm not ready for a new one yet.
No, that's all right. Thank you.
This,
It would,
yeah.
I would if everyone was going to be here, but thank
Beautiful, guys, for sharing again.
Mm,
you.
Yeah,
thanks, everyone. Mm.
it's so nice.
Mm.
Oh, oh. Mm, beautiful. Mm. Oh, mm. Mm. All right, Alex. I'm gonna sama-sabah.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you so
See you.
much. We'll see you
Thank you.
soon.
See you.
Mhm. Bye.
Bye
Yeah.
bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,